the Horner scandal last year. We're bringing it back. And to discuss that is Mustafa, Kunle Williams, and myself. You guys are welcome to the show.
Guys, I hear that in these emails with Horner, even Verstappen's dad is involved. They're saying that Verstappen was having an affair with one of the female assistants, or male. They didn't say what the sex was, but everything is undercover. So it's like this thing is still going to be going to court because he dismissed the lady after she sued him, which I think let the law do its let due process go. Why would you fire somebody for making accusations against you? Fire them after it's been proven that they're lying. What do you think, Kunle? Yeah.
I don't understand with all this wild money that they've got. Why would they now go and be trying to sleep with female mechanics when there's beautiful women that are skilled in the art of all these things? And why don't they just go for them? Why would they go for a smelly old mechanic? It doesn't make any sense to me.
You got to remember, Horner likes anything with two legs and a hole and a female.
Yeah, I mean, but that's what I'm saying. I mean, he can get more women than he can possibly manage to be with, who are more beautiful and attractive and more skilled than this woman. I mean, so I don't understand when
she's a mechanic. She's a mechanic. She's a mechanic. She knows how to work a rod.
I bet she knows. She knows how to manage fantasy.
Maybe it's a fantasy. He wants to have sex with one of his engineers, with one of his mechanics. You get my point. Maybe it's, but no. What I really think it is that Horner is I'm not going to call him a narcissist, but maybe it's just some guys just want everybody they see. They just want everybody. And he's even married to a Spice Girl. He's married to a Spice Girl.
Mm-hmm. I suspect that probably, I believe that probably what he was doing was probably trying to be funny or cute. I don't think that he
crossed the line. He crossed the line.
And he crossed the line. But I don't think that he was, I suspect that he probably wasn't planning to sleep with her or was desperate to sleep with her or anything. I think he was just being a jerk. And it just got out.
Do you know how many chicks I flirt with on Facebook every day that say they like my poetry and I say some crazy shit? You know what I'm trying to say? That's what happened with him. But he fucked with the wrong person this time because this person said, "Oh, I now have documentation." You get my point? You know, I think that's what happened.
Well, you do it. When you do it, they call it flirting. When I do it, they call it harassment.
Yeah, it's flirting. Yeah. Okay, so what are your thoughts on the Horner? But before I go to your follow-up, so apparently this case is not over because we don't know what the details are. We don't know the name and everything, but it's not over because someone, the female or whoever it is still suing for, most likely she was unfairly suspended and she probably wants some sort of compensation. So I get the feeling that this is and they're not going to go to court till January 2026. These are preliminary hearings and everything. But I think the problem is that if Horner settles with her, then it's like an admission of guilt, and it's going to come out in the newspapers. And like Kunle said, maybe he was inappropriate and everything, but he will just keep pushing this forward. But we all thought last year that this thing had been settled, but apparently it hasn't. What are your thoughts, Afolabi? Yeah,
I guess
I'm going to leave and come back on my other system.
Tribunal. I guess a tribunal has been constituted to look into this issue. A public tribunal has been constituted to look into this issue. And there is reputational risk for Red Bull, basically. And persistent scrutiny may distract Red Bull's performance. Though the team currently leads both championships, but I feel persistent scrutiny can distract Red Bull from their aspirations this season. And it can make FIA, who emphasizes integrity, although may not show it, to face pressure to intervene in this kind of issue. And basically, if FIA steps in, it won't be good for Red Bull. It will be a negative one for Red Bull. And F1 commentary analyst David Crofts highlights that this saga could be a show of accountability and integrity on the part of Red Bull. And when it's a tribunal, it might just go anyway. You never know what it's going to be. And it could affect their performance this season.
Yeah. So here's what.
But then again, I feel it could take months before they reach a logical
Yeah, and
end.
the trial doesn't start till January, but hopefully
It could take months before they could reach a logical end to this.
Yeah, I think they'll negotiate it before. But what I would like to say is that, okay, whatever happened, you know, like Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan is a basketball player. He doesn't let his personal life. Michael Jordan cheated on his wife. He gambled, lost money. But these guys are professionals, and I think they should be strong enough not to care about the embarrassment in public.
Sure.
Just do your job.
Separate their personal life from their professional life. Personal life separated from professional life.
So if it were me, can you sign Kulian?
Yeah. Okay, all right.
Yeah. So Falabi, if it was me, I would be like, okay, this is embarrassing, but I still have to focus on my work, and just don't worry what people think. Yeah, because we already know that the FIA is very scandalous. Ben,
but if it was you, I'd be surprised, really.
Oh, you don't know me, man.
Yes, now because you're not a ladies' man. You're not a ladies' man. You don't do women.
Oh yeah. That's true. That's what you think, though. I'm just kidding. But my point being is that no matter who I am, and let me tell you the truth, Afolabi, let's say that our show becomes really famous, right? And then they find out that I'm cheating on my wife and I'm doing drugs. I'm strong enough to block that out. Because remember, we're Buddhists. Remember we talked about Buddhism?
Oh, yeah, sure.
I don't care what anybody else thinks about me. Do you understand what I'm saying?
And we spoke about spiritual materialism.
Yeah, spiritual. So what I'm trying to say is that if I got caught, I would just be embarrassed and I'll tell everybody, sorry, but I'm human, but forget about it. Do you guys remember, Kule, remember when England fired their Swedish coach because he was cheating on his wife?
The late Sven-Göran Eriksson.
Yes, Sven-Göran Eriksson. Oh, Kule, is he dead?
Yes, he's late. He's dead.
Oh, that's sad. That's sad. Okay, but my point being is that he cheated on his wife. That's his personal life. Even if you bring it out in public, it doesn't change the fact that he's a very good coach. So what I'm saying is that Horner and these guys, if they get embarrassed, it doesn't matter. They should still focus. For example, if Max Verstappen gets caught cheating on his girlfriend and doing bad things, he's not going to care because he's single-minded about his sport. So my thing is that as long as Horner hasn't killed anybody or done anything that can put him in jail, don't worry about it. Just block it out. You understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, it affects some people like Pep. It affected Pep's performance in football.
Anthony, Pep got emotional after his wife.
Anthony also claimed it affected his football. The accusations against Ronaldo, Cristiano did not affect his football. It depends on the person whether these scandals are going to affect you.
Let me tell you how I am. So, Kule, you know me. I've had histories in the back, like drinking and doing drugs. It's embarrassing to me. But when it's time for me to do my show or do my work, I'm able to block it out and focus. And then after the show is over, I will now be sad again. So Michael Jordan is the same way. Michael Jordan cheated on his wife. He was a really bad person. He gambled, lost a lot of money. His dad was killed for gambling, but he was able to zone it out and focus. You know who else I think is like that? Zidane. No matter what Zidane does in his personal life, when he's on the pitch, he's absolutely able to focus. What are your thoughts, Mr. Ajayi? Ajayi is with us. We're talking about Horner. Horner has to go to trial, and I'm saying he shouldn't Horner.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say. Horner has to go to trial.
He shouldn't let the embarrassment affect what he does as a professional. Because when you're working in the office, you have to block out your personal life. What do you think?
Oh yeah, I absolutely. That's what I actually think. I mean, I don't care about what I don't care what he does behind the scenes and stuff like that, you know. But on the other hand, maybe the ladies seems to like want some kind of justice done. I don't know. It seems like she didn't get any justice done from when they had the on her own side. I think when they had the internal.
Yeah, I think that he harassed her at some level.
I don't think he wanted her because I mean with that kind of money.
I think he harassed her. I think he probably made some crude remarks here and there.
I think it was an ego thing. And Horner wasn't planning to back down.
Yeah, he doesn't want to back down because Horner's like, but here's what I will say, though. He's unprofessional because at a certain point, you don't send WhatsApp messages to your coworkers because that thing messed up the rhythm of Red Bull because at one point, Josh Verstappen was like, we need to leave. And then Helmut Marko was like, we need to leave because they felt that Horner was making the team look bad. So the only thing I'll say with Horner is that he needs to be more careful because he might have ruined the whole team because the team chemistry was messed up after that, and they had all kinds of problems. And the team is suffering and having too many distractions, and also having to go to court and do that things. And also, there are rumors that that's part of the reason Adrian Newey left. Also, so they just need to be careful, especially in a woke era where there's what did it say, the Me Too era. It can destroy your whole thing.
I think the Me Too era is coming. It's not coming to an end, but it's past its prime. I think it's getting a bit worn on people because of the forceful manner in which it tries to establish itself. You know, like with BLM, if you refuse to stand up for BLM, nobody will do anything. But if you refuse to wear a rainbow, you can lose your job. You know, so I think people are getting weary of it. They're trying to guilt. They're being oppressively trying to guilt you into feeling bad. I mean, you almost feel bad for being straight. It's almost like being straight is a problem.
Yeah,
you know.
And if you say I'm straight, people say, "Why must you say that?" Well, if someone says I'm gay and it's okay, why can't I say I'm straight? You understand?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of
the person Johnny knows what he wants to ask.
So Mr. Ajayi, before we switch to the next subject of the flex-doing, any other thoughts on this whole thing with Christian Horner, Mr. Ajayi?
You know, I only have just funny thoughts. I mean, like I just heard about Jerry, the Spice Girls. I mean, she's
married to Horner.
Yeah, she made an appearance, and because of, I think she's saying
Jerry Halliwell
like,
is married to Horner.
Yes, I was actually kind of shocked to find out to myself.
I didn't know that.
It was this scandal that made me find out that yes. And so,
and you know what's funny? Lewis Hamilton dated a Spice Girl too, but I think he was thinking more about Diddy.
Eddie Murphy dated Scary Spice.
David Beckham as well, Victoria.
Those Spice Girls, why don't they talk to me? I'm the head of Formula One fanatics from Nigeria. They should talk to me too.
Nobody wants to be with Sporty Spice. I guess she's not very attractive.
I'll take her. Her mouth is better than her hand, her right hand.
Yeah. So Jerry now. So she made an appearance, and I think she didn't use her husband's name. She put in Jerry. What's her name? Jerry
Halliwell.
Yes. Because think about it. If females are very jealous and very proud, and this is embarrassing for her. You get my point.
That her man is being, for her it's like, well.
All right, guys. So let's